Pre-intra. Before we get started, imagine a leader who can face any crisis with calm and clarity. A leader who inspires trust not through words alone, but by steady actions rooted in deep values. This isn't a fantasy, it's the power of Stoicism, a philosophy born over 2,000 years ago that has helped leaders throughout history navigate challenges and emerge stronger. If you want to lead with wisdom, courage, and resilience, then you're in the right place. Over the next hour, I'll share 10 powerful Stoic principles that will transform how you lead, helping you become the kind of leader others want to follow, even when the stakes are high. Introduction. Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, we dive deep into timeless wisdom and practical advice to help you grow, both personally and professionally. Today's topic is leadership inspired by Stoicism, a school of thought practiced by some of the greatest leaders, emperors, generals, and thinkers, from Marcus Aurelius to Epictetus to Seneca. Stoicism isn't about suppressing emotions or pretending everything is perfect. It's about cultivating control over what you can, building inner resilience, and embracing every obstacle as a chance to grow. These lessons are incredibly relevant, whether you're leading a large organization, a small team, or even just leading yourself through life's challenges. Let's dive into these 10 principles. Principle 1. Control what you can, accept what you can't. At the core of Stoicism is a simple but powerful truth. Some things are within your control and others are not. Epictetus famously said, "Make the best use of what is in your power and take the rest as it happens." As a leader, you will face situations completely outside your influence, from sudden market crashes to unpredictable human behavior. The difference between leaders who thrive and those who burn out is recognizing this distinction. Consider Abraham Lincoln during the American Civil War. The country was fracturing and pressures came from all sides: political rivals, military setbacks, and public opinion. But Lincoln focused on what he could control: his decisions, his communication, and his commitment to preserving the Union. Instead of wasting energy on what he couldn't change, he remained steadfast in his role. This principle is liberating. When you stop trying to micromanage every outcome and focus on your effort and response, you lead with clarity and calm. Your team will feel that steadiness and be drawn to it. Principle 2. Lead with virtue and integrity. Virtue, honesty, courage, fairness, wisdom is the foundation of all Stoic leadership. Marcus Aurelius didn't just talk about virtue, he lived it. He wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." Leadership is about more than strategy or charisma. At its heart, it's a moral endeavor. Your team needs to know you will act with integrity, especially when it's difficult. Take Nelson Mandela. He spent 27 years in prison, yet emerged without bitterness. His leadership of South Africa's transition was built on forgiveness, justice, and moral courage. Mandela didn't compromise his principles for convenience, and that is what made him truly great. When you lead with virtue, your actions inspire trust. People follow leaders who they believe will do the right thing, not just the easy thing. Principle 3. Stay calm under pressure. Chaos and crisis are inevitable in leadership. What separates good leaders from great ones is their ability to remain calm under pressure. Seneca said, "A man's worth is no greater than his calmness." When you stay composed, you create space to think clearly and act effectively. Consider the Cuban Missile Crisis, a moment when the world stood on the brink of nuclear war. President John F. Kennedy's calm, measured leadership prevented panic and helped navigate one of the most dangerous moments in history. His steadiness inspired confidence among advisors and the public alike. As a leader, you can train yourself to stay calm by practicing mindfulness, deep breathing, and remembering that emotions are temporary and often unhelpful in critical moments. When you model calmness, your team will mirror it, creating a steady environment even in storms. Principle 4. Practice self-discipline. Self-discipline is a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy and leadership. Without it, your words mean little and your efforts become inconsistent. The former Navy SEAL Jocko Willink puts it simply: discipline equals freedom. By mastering your impulses and routines, you free yourself to lead effectively and consistently. Imagine the small daily choices leaders make: waking up early, sticking to a plan, managing distractions, holding themselves accountable. These build a foundation for trust and performance. Self-discipline isn't about perfection. It's about consistency. When your team sees you committed to your own growth and standards, they'll be inspired to rise to the challenge alongside you. Principle 5. Embrace challenges as growth. Stoicism flips the script on obstacles. Instead of seeing challenges as setbacks, view them as opportunities to grow stronger and wiser. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This means every difficulty you encounter is an opportunity to learn and evolve. Thomas Edison exemplified this principle. He faced thousands of failed attempts before inventing the light bulb, famously saying, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." When you embrace challenges with this mindset, you cultivate resilience and adaptability. Your team will see that failure is not something to fear, but a necessary step toward success. Principle 6. Listen more, speak less. Great leadership is less about talking and more about listening. Epictetus advised, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." Listening deeply allows you to understand your team's concerns, ideas, and emotions. It builds trust and makes people feel valued. Steve Jobs was renowned for listening intensely, asking questions, reflecting, and then acting decisively. He understood that innovation and leadership come from understanding others before asserting your own ideas. When you practice active listening, you'll make smarter decisions and build stronger relationships. Your team will feel seen and heard, which leads to greater motivation and collaboration. Principle 7. Don't take praise or criticism personally. Stoics cultivate emotional resilience by detaching their self-worth from external validation. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself, "If it's not right, don't do it. If it's not true, don't say it." Leaders often face praise and criticism. Both can distract and derail. Winston Churchill endured harsh criticism during World War II, but never lost sight of his mission. By focusing on doing your work well, rather than seeking approval or fearing judgment, you maintain your focus and humility. When you don't personalize feedback, you create space to learn from it objectively and grow stronger. Principle 8. Lead by example. People don't just listen to what leaders say, they watch what they do. Leading by example is the most powerful way to influence. Mahatma Gandhi lived the values he preached: simplicity, nonviolence, and perseverance. His example inspired millions and made his leadership authentic. As a leader, your consistency between words and actions sets the cultural tone. If you want honesty, show honesty. If you want hard work, model hard work. When your team sees you living your values, they are more likely to follow authentically and wholeheartedly. Principle 9. Keep a long-term perspective. Stoics focus on the bigger picture, resisting the temptation of short-term gratification. Seneca said, "Time is a created thing. To say, 'I don't have time' is like saying, 'I don't want to.'" Leaders who think long-term build lasting impact. Jeff Bezos invested heavily in Amazon's future for years before turning a profit, and now it's one of the most valuable companies in the world. By cultivating patience and persistence, you build sustainable success. Short-term wins are fleeting. Long-term vision creates legacy. Principle 10. Reflect daily. Finally, one of the most powerful Stoic practices is daily reflection. Marcus Aurelius kept a journal, writing down his thoughts and lessons every day. Benjamin Franklin did something similar, ending each day by asking, "What did I do well? What could I improve?" Reflection helps you learn from experience, course correct, and grow steadily. Make it a habit. Spend even 5 minutes a day reviewing your leadership actions and mindset. Over time, this fuels continuous improvement and self-awareness. Pre-outro. Leadership is a journey of growth, not a destination. You won't be perfect, and that's okay. What matters is consistent effort to embody these principles day after day. By focusing on what you can control, leading with integrity, staying calm, disciplined, embracing challenges, listening, being resilient, leading by example, thinking long-term and reflecting, you'll build a leadership style that lasts and inspires. Outro summary. Let's quickly recap the 10 Stoic principles to better leadership. Control what you can, accept what you can't. Lead with virtue and integrity. Stay calm under pressure. Practice self-discipline. Embrace challenges as growth opportunities. Listen more, speak less. Don't take praise or criticism personally. Lead by example. Keep a long-term perspective. Reflect daily for continuous growth. Remember the powerful words of Marcus Aurelius: "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." If you take these principles to heart, you won't just be a better leader. You'll be a leader who inspires trust, resilience, and excellence through every challenge. If you found value in this, please like, subscribe, and share it with anyone looking to grow as a leader. Thanks for watching. Keep leading with wisdom and courage.